Pacific America. This is Tracy Brown coming to you July 2nd, 2013. I was trying to remember that. No, I did it. I didn't remember. Okay, so we're going to do today what's around. No. I'm going to check the cards today to see if there will be justice for Trayvon Martin. Will there be justice for Trayvon Martin? That's what I'm going to ask the cards. Let's see what happens. Will there be justice for Trayvon Martin? 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 Okay, I'm going to pull the cards. If I'm a little quiet today, it's because it doesn't make me feel good today to ask about this case. Money's involved. Money's involved. Oh my God, there's going to be a judgment. Clearly, there's going to be victory. Oh, thank you, God. There's a woman on that case in particular, on that jury in particular. There's one woman in particular that's going to be the one that does it for Trayvon, the one that gets it across. Because there could be some discrepancies. Some people are fearful that this case could be lost, that it could be like another Lacey Peterson, who was found not guilty, but who other people feel otherwise. Why this card came up. I think his family's going to be happy. There's something here about money. Money. Lawyer, money, home. It's really weird. Bottom line is, I think that there will be justice for Trayvon Martin. But there's just some other things. Some pain going on here. Some pain. I feel like the women, I don't know why I'm focusing on the 6 women. 3 of them are in a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain by the women listening to this testimony. It hurts like more than you realize. I think that the women are going to be kind and generous. I think they're going to do the right thing. I think they're going to bring balance. I think they want to restore Sanford. I think they want to restore the state of Florida to a loving place. This is what I'm getting with the women. I do feel like there's just going to be one woman that is going to be the lone holdout. Although I do see it going down very quickly. The verdict coming through very quickly. I think the women are a little confused. I think it's a little odd not to have any men on a case. I think it's odd not to have any men on a case. I'm not sure the purpose of not having any man on a case. I think it helps when you have a male figure on a case, but in this case, there's a little bit of confusion. They're worried about George Zimmerman's mental state. I don't know if he's had any evaluations, or if the evaluations from the doctors gets read or gives testimony. Something about his mental state that could cinch this, that he was in some sense of confusion, that he lost his ability to understand where he was at the time for a moment, that he was playing like cops and robbers, something like that, and that all of his actions mimicked something he saw on TV or something he saw in video games. That there's the ability not to see reality. Not to say that he's crazy, because he's not being challenged with that. But that there's a small ability for him not to be able to have known the difference between reality and non-reality, and he reacted as if he was a cop, for real, in his head. But it's the game changer. It's the game changer that puts him in jail. Oh my God. he doesn't walk away. They've done everything they could. It's emotionally, they've done everything they could. I'm still back on the jurors for some reason. They've done everything they could. I feel like that they have been very, very responsible, making sure that they investigate everything, listen to all the testimony. I feel like when they walk away, they will be proud of their decision. I also believe that most of them will not talk. Most of them will not talk. Even if there is justice for Trayvon Martin, but will there be justice? I have to say yes. I also see where George Zimmerman could possibly get sick. I don't know why I see that, but I don't think he's physically healthy, to be honest with you. And I see that he could get remarkably sick. There's a lot of testimony in the that's being said that's very damning toward Trayvon Martin, and that his family has to defend. I think his mom is worried about defending her son's honor when all this is said and done. But something good does come out of this for Trayvon. Something good does come out of this. Something good does come out of this. I feel like they are going to glorify him, sanctify him. I know it doesn't make sense, people, so I apologize. Memorialize him. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. There's something about always remember. You will always remember. I think they do it in behalf of any child out there initially, but it turns out that it's really about Trayvon Martin. And knowing that that his name and his likeness should be kept alive forever. Something happens. There's something about money here. I think they go after the state. About that law that's in place. I think they go after that. I think money is to be had or made. In the Trayvon Martin case, that could go toward this child's forever likeness or forever image, something like that. But I think that there will be justice. Justice will be served. I do feel like this is a worldly case. You know, it's just not a national case. I feel like it is a worldly case. I think people are afraid of the backlash that could ensue if George Zimmerman is not found guilty. I think that the women are going to do the right thing. I don't think that they all believe it's the right thing. And I think that's the problem that I'm having. That maybe they don't all believe that it's the right thing. I think there's going to be one lone holdout that's going to be hard to reach, but could be a little sneaky, the one lone holdout. But eventually, Trayvon Martin is, he does get justice. He does get justice. He does get justice. I do believe that George Zimmerman does go to jail. I believe he does go to jail, and if he, the fact that he goes to jail is because there's going to be some contradictions in his statements, which actually makes him a liar, which is what seals the case. Something about the contradiction and something about he lied. That actually seals the case is the fact that he may have told one too many stories, and that is the force behind the verdict. I do believe Trayvon Martin does get justice. There's money out there. I'm not really sure where the money's coming from, but it's not a little bit of money, people. It's a lot of money. I do believe it does go towards memorializing Trayvon Martin. I don't know what that means. I get sanctified, but I find that odd, so I think it's more like memorializing. It costs a lot of money to do this. I also think that the family goes after the state and the city, by the way. I think the state, because they're bent on changing the laws, and then the city. Something about lack of protection. I'm not really sure, but I think they go after both, and there's money in both cases. I think the verdict comes down, I know it's supposed to be a month, which would make it the end of July. But either it comes out in August or the verdict comes extremely fast. So, will there be justice for Trayvon Martin? I have to say yes. I do see where George Zimmerman will go to jail. So that's it, folks. One of the most difficult readings I've ever had to do. And I pray that the 6 women take their responsibility seriously. All right. So that's it. Thank you for tuning in. It is July 2nd, 2013. Will there be justice for Trayvon Martin? I have to say yes.